Hello, beautiful souls. Andrea Cox here with AndreaCox.com, my main site, and the detoxintuitive.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here tonight to do a pick a card reading. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I took some time off of doing the monthly zodiac readings. Those are actually in the membership section here. All you have to do is hit the join button and you can join me for that. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing here. Please subscribe to my main channel. It's all about health and wellness. It is called Andrea Cox TV. We just hit 20,000 subscribers over there. I'm actually very well known in the health and wellness industry. You can pick up my latest book, Eat Right 4, the number 4, Your Zodiac Type. It is in Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target stores nationwide. I think in Barnes & Noble, there's only a few stores that it's available in. Otherwise, you can get it online in Barnes & Noble. You can also get it in the shop section at Andrea Cox TV. Went on the news a few months ago here in Las Vegas to promote it. Going on the news this next month in San Diego and LA. So really excited about that. Get to meet up with some old clients. Those of you who haven't been here for a while, or if you're new, my new podcast is called the Hermetis Podcast Show. Please subscribe and rate it there. I just had Evan Carmichael on. I've had Doug Evans on, the Sprout King, Evangeline Hemrick, who is a shaman. I've had Jessica Remmers on. I've had all kinds of great people. Let's connect on social media. Andrea Lee, L-E-I-G-H Cox on Facebook. That's my largest following. You have to put the middle name in there. Raw Chef Andrea on Instagram. We just hit 10K there. Thank you. And Andrea Lee, L-E-I-G-H Cox on TikTok. Don't know what I'm doing over there, but I seem to do something right. Who knows? So let's get right into this reading. So I've got 3 piles here. This is going to be an oracle reading. I've already actually cleansed the cards. I used a stone that a shaman I used to work with gave me to cleanse the stones. I also burned my own personal blend of Palo Santo, copal, and sage that's in here. And those of you who don't know, I have got Scottish ancestry in me, so deep-rooted, we should always, respect our ancestors, our ancestral lineage. So I did some things over the cards to really cleanse the energy. I like to say that wherever I live, wherever I go, the people I come into contact with always come into a bunch of abundance. So if you're watching this, abundance will come to you because that's what I give out. So before I get into the cards, let's just cleanse the energy. All of these items I'm using to cleanse, including my bracelets, my jewelry, you can find on the Detox Intuitive store in Etsy. Okay, so the first pile has a fluorite. Fluorite is an excellent stone for cleansing. So maybe some of you have been cleansing or detoxing lately, or you're guided to do that at this time. This would be the pile for you. The second pile is, this feels like family to me. I feel kids here for some reason. We have a very protective stone. So this is a sign of like ancestral protection. I definitely feel a male energy that protects this pile. Could be a father figure. It doesn't mean that if your father figure or your grandfather has passed over that this is the pile for you. My father has passed over and I don't feel energetically connected to this pile, but it could be if that resonates. The third pile we have is this beautiful brown stone. And this brown stone, I feel a little combative energy here. I feel like someone wants to rebel in this. So maybe you have a child or a lover that's rebelling at this time. So pick your pile. Only pick one pile, the pile that resonates with you the most. Don't switch it up in the middle of the reading. I'm going to put pile 2 away, or 3 away and 2 away. And we're going to get started on pile number 1, the fluorite, the cleansing. The cards were shuffled. I did not look. I simply went through them. Going beyond normal, card number 14. See, this woman has a light bulb above her head. She is enlightened. She's divinely guided. She's on a mission. Visions of life beyond death, card number 44. We have the owl and the peacock. Someone could have a direct connection to birds, to wildlife. They could feel like their ancestors live in birds. I know I do. And they could be into the Akashic records or past life connections. The power of attraction, card number 13. They know who their divine soulmate and counterpart is, and they're in separation at this time. 27, receiving. Whoever this has resonated with, someone could be into herbal teas. They could really resonate with the color gold, blue, purple, or white. Someone could look really good in those colors. I feel like someone's divine counterpart actually thinks this person looks good in those colors. They need to learn how to receive again. This person has closed themselves off to receiving, and that could be affecting their life. Against the grain, this is actually my favorite card in this entire deck. Against the grain means someone doesn't go by the rule book. They mark their own way, and if anyone tries to stop them, they're definitely not going to think a second thought about voicing their opinion. This is someone who speaks their mind, and they're a force to be reckoned with. Number 4 could be of significance. The Sacred Fool, card number 40. I feel like someone has a dancer's body. Someone could have been a ballerina. We see ballerina shoes down here. They're on a new path. They're sick of people puppeteering them, so they're now the puppeteer master. I feel like this person is stepping in an energy of learning how to defend themselves, specifically against greedy people. I feel like this person is going through something right now where they're faced with, I feel, a couple of people, or it could even be a couple, that is very greedy, that wants to take from this person because they see what they have. I feel like, for some reason, I feel like whoever this is, you are being watched. Whether it's being watched online, somehow you're being watched, you're being looked in on. You could be in the public eye. Spirals of manifestation, card number 18. You could be a life path number 9 like I am. A life path number 9 is a powerful life path. They have the ability to tap in to the psyche of others and feel energetically what they're going through. Excuse me while I get my dog a bone so he doesn't disrupt this entire thing. One moment. Sorry about that. So I feel like this person is dealing with a lot of greedy people. People who want their work, people who want their ideas, people who want to use their face, want to use their body, people who want to take money from them that's not rightfully owed to them, right? And I feel like this person has given a lot in a situation. Whatever they're going through right now, they're trusting themselves and they're trusting their intuition. They're trusting that if they are led away from a situation, reason. And I feel like the reason is this is a person who has given a lot of themselves for free. I don't feel in the body. I feel like they're quite prudish with their body. I feel like in their beliefs and helping others. Like, for example, I feel like this is a person that a lot of people come to with their problems, but then like long after they've quit paying, right, for this person to help them, they still keep coming to them. Yet when this person turns around and needs something from them, the person is nowhere to be found, right? So I feel like this is a person who's energetically owed, and they're tired of dealing with people who don't understand reciprocity. What you want wants you to, card number 16. I feel like recently this person could have been dealing with a female that could have been coming to them with a lot of emotional issues over a partnership they're in. I'm seeing a female that could have a male that's really harsh on their looks. There's something like that going on. And I feel like they've put a lot on this person, but now they're being greedy with the person because the person has had to set a healthy boundary to get this person's energy away from them. Let me give you an example. As a coach, many people come to me with their problems, right? Now, it wouldn't be right of me to turn to my clients and lay my problems on them, right? Just like maybe in a living situation, right? I mean, as a landlord, you wouldn't lay your problems on your tenant that you're having in your relationship, right? I feel like this person is the type of person that everybody comes to with their problems, and this person's like, no, if you're not paying me, I have to set a healthy boundary here for my paying clients. I almost feel that way. Now, or I feel like this person could have turned to someone that was coming to them repeatedly with their issues, and that person wasn't there for them, and so they're done with the person. If you are some kind of coach, I feel like this is definitely your pile. You're done with giving to people that don't give in return, right? I feel like something happened recently where you saw the greed in another and you're done with them. Could be dealing with someone with Earth in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or they have this highly aspected. You could have Aries highly aspected, or be on the cusp of Aries like I am, a Pisces Aries cusp. You are heaven sent, 33. So some of you may have the personality number of 33 like I do. That's the master healer and teacher. No one's better at what you do than you. Pandora's gift, 45, yeah. 5 and a 4 equals a 9. I am going to put him outside. He is going to town on that bone. Come on. So you're the one with all the ideas, yet people don't want to pay you for your ideas. 5 and a 4 is a 9. They want to take them and use them and spin them as theirs. You're the person that creates. You're the master manifester. Some of you may be a master, a manifesting generator, yet people want to steal your words, steal your ideas. They don't want to pay you for them, right? Conscious connections, 35. You are ready for conscious connections. You are ready to move into the time of your life where the love is real. The space that you're living in is one of peace and not envy and jealousy of what you're building. You might be moving into a new love connection. I see the fish right here. Focus on the light. You're trying to focus on the light. I see that sunflower there, but I feel like there's people constantly trying to dim your light because you shine so brightly and people get jealous and angry. I feel like you are a person that right now, as I'm doing this, okay, there are several people watching you that don't actually like you. Some of you need to find out your nakshatra, see if you're a Vishaka nakshatra, and watch the video I just did on that. Focus on the light anyway. 7 and a 3, because this is 37, brings a 10. There's going to be an ending to a situation because someone around you is so incredibly envious and jealous, and you took your energy away from them that they can't handle it. That's okay. What is already with you? What is already with you is you are in this world, not of the world. What is already with you is all your creations, everything that makes you who you are and what you're destined to be. And no one can take that away from you. I feel like you're going to have a new slew of clients come in, and it's going to be very reciprocal. It's going to be extremely like giving and receiving, not give, 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 give. And have you ever heard the saying, give an inch and someone takes a mile? I feel like you are a person that had a lot of trouble setting healthy boundaries. And I feel like the people you have set healthy boundaries with either recently or you're setting them with now are pissed. But I feel like by you focusing on the light that is within you, your big, bold vision is about to come into fruition. I feel like you have some greedy ass people around you. And because of their greed, you're about to stumble upon the best time of your life. I feel like something's going to manifest. Yeah, you're revealing your true self. You give zero. I have to say it. I shouldn't curse. Yeah, I'm not going to curse. You give zero fucks about what other people think. I curse. I did it. I'm sorry. As you allow others to know the real you, you feel love for who you truly are. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Spiritual protection. I knew it. In the purple, there's something you just created and you're using the color purple in it. I use the color purple in my podcast, and I do that for a reason. I'm noticing the amethyst. It says charoite, but I'm looking and seeing an amethyst. Spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, fluorite for cleansing, emotionally, and energetically. So let me tell you, when people come at you with greed, what happens? It gets taken away from them tenfold. So say your boss doesn't want to give you a raise and you've asked for that raise. He gets this mega expense, like maybe he has an accident and his car is totaled and he drives a Tesla and it's like this mega expense, right? And you get a side gig that starts paying $20K a month. Say someone's trying to raise the price of something on you and you know it's energetically bullshit because everything's being covered and, you know, and you're paying way too much for maybe this particular thing you're buying or a vacation and where the vacation's located, or say, you know, watch what happens with that greed. Oftentimes, and I've noticed this, when people are greedy, they're the ones that lose money. So watch that. Watch what happens to whoever is displaying this greed to you. Agree to it. Agree to it. If someone's trying to charge you $100 for a bag of oranges, buy them. Buy them and watch what happens. A lot of times when people are trying to be greedy, it's not you that ends up with that short end of the stick. It's them. I've seen it over and over and over again in my life. I've seen people take my work ideas and not make any money off of them. I've seen I've seen people try to overcharge me for things, and you know, I come back, I see that person a year later and they're going through an immense struggle. So, sorry, to make sure we're still recording. Clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. I feel like some of you need to relocate. I feel like you're in something that you have been mentally drained. I feel like for some of you, you could have even actually been, maybe you're running an office space or something and it's just, someone had emotional issues, they put them on you, and now you're the one like trying to balance this. I feel like you're ready. Release negativity from within or around you. It's important to sage your home, etc. Citrine, unnecessary worries. Okay, and there's a peace dove. It's interesting. This peace dove I had a dove in the front yard here 3 weeks ago. I shared it on Facebook, Andrea Lee Cox on Facebook. And it was the most beautiful, pure thing. I kept thinking someone must have gotten married around. There's a peace dove. So there's going to be peace in a situation. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. Bless your heart. Yeah, I feel like you have a really good heart. I also feel like these are two divine counterparts, whatever that means to you. I feel like whoever you are, you have a very sensitive heart, but your heart's become hardened because of so many people trying to take from you. And I don't feel like this is just monetarily. I feel like this is also energetically. Let yourself feel all your emotions, clear quartz crystal like this big white one behind me. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feeling is sending you important messages and guidance. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release any physical and energetic toxins from your life. Divine intervention. God sends miracles to unanswered prayers. I want to tell you, 2 years ago, this is what this is reminding me of. I had to move. San Diego was shut down and everybody was all, there was a lot of things going on. You had to have like your temperature taken when you went to the gym. There was all, and it was bad. It was bad. And I had lived in a home for 10 years and I didn't want to leave. It was beautiful. It was 5 minutes away from the ocean. Who wants to leave that, right? And I prayed on it, and I prayed for a miracle, and a miracle came through. So God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. I feel like for whoever you are, there is someone watching you. Sorry, you guys, that cut off, so I'm restarting it. I feel like for whoever you are, there is someone watching you, and there is going to be a miracle. And when I say a miracle, I mean I'm drawn to the owl and the peacock. So I feel like there's two people. I feel like these are people that could have been against you in the past, but they are literally going to bring a miracle into your life. And it has to do with your divine life purpose. Trust the signs on your divine life purpose and the energy this is about to bring in. Make time for self-care. I went and got my nails done today. I went to the gym, and I had 5 days where I didn't leave the house. I'm kind of a clean freak. I like to keep everything organized and orderly, no matter where I'm living, no matter if it's a house I own, if it's a house I rent, if it's a house. We all have a responsibility to keep our spaces energetically beautified. But I made time today to get that self-care, the nails, the gym, the Pilates, I went and took care of my body. That's so very important, especially when you're in your 40s, right? Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Your intuition is heightened. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness. It is trustworthy. Increase support. So your positive focus and your willingness to receive is about to bring in major increased support into your life. I feel like it's from someone you least expect. I'm drawn to the color green. I don't know why, green and orange and the blue. We've got the letter 𝑃HYLITEAPGWM. I feel like whoever's going to bring in this divine support, they love the outdoors. And maybe what you're creating involves the outdoors. Fluorite. Oh, that's amazing. We have fluorite here for this pile, and we have fluorite. Natural beauty and authenticity. Okay, I feel like be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable, and I want to share something about this. So right now, there's no filter on me. I'm recording this on my computer. I don't even think you can put a filter on. Earlier today on Facebook, I clicked, you have the ability to add a filter to a live video. And after I was done, I looked at it. I thought, this makes you look so ugly. Like, why do we even use filters? Like, I'm so pretty without a filter. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that'll be like the last time that's ever done, right? And I think that's important here. Be yourself. Your natural authenticity shines through. Opal. Let yourself sparkle and shine. You're guided to be bold and bigger than life at this time. Be yourself. Haters are going to hate when you shine your light. It's a natural law, and it's sad, but it's very true. You're multifaceted. Titanium rainbow quartz would be a good crystal for you to wear. There are many layers and dimensions to you, to your life's calling. The situation or person you're dealing with, if you're watching this and you think this is them, they're multifaceted. They have many gifts. I'm hearing for someone, you're actually lucky to have them around. But someone who's watching this is angry at this person because this person has distanced themselves from them. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry. And I feel like they distanced themselves because it was not reciprocal. I feel like whoever is tuning into this was constantly coming to this person for support. But when this person would go to this person for support, they couldn't handle it. You know, without darkness, there would be no light. It's that simple. To everything that is light, there is dark. And if you can't handle the darkness, you need to just go burn yourself up in the sunlight. Stress reduction. The stress your mind, body, and schedule are feeling need to rest, recharge, and revive. Let me reread that. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule. That sounds better. As you need to rest, recharge, and revive. That's watermelon tourmaline. Would be good for someone to wear to reduce stress. Malachite, prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. Okay, you're gonna have whatever you're going through. I almost said whether you stay or go. This could be a job. This could be job related. You're going to have divine support. Some of you could be giving up a job and you're scared that you won't be divinely supported. I feel like your stuff is about to blow up. You're like already seeing it happen. For others of you, you could be moving. And I feel like literally when I see turquoise, spiritual path, and love life, I feel like your spiritual sadhana and your love life could be somewhere else, whether you're in an office setting and you're changing jobs or you're relocating, or I feel like your spiritual sadhana, your true purpose in life, and your love life exists somewhere else. For a lot of you, I'm feeling water. I'm feeling water so heavy. There's so many blue cards here. So I'm feeling water. Spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Rose quartz, love life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. I'm drawn, and I never do this, but I'm drawn to read out of one of the books. I feel like I need to read, sorry, I feel like I need to just literally put my thumb in and read whatever paragraph I have to. She feels she knows an illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but as more of a softer, gentle knowing. It is like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to know it. This insight will assist you, and you are asked to honor it. You will know which insight is at the right time. This is almost making me teary-eyed. Your heart will tell you you are there. You are therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that is coming to you now or has just recently come, gently but firmly, from that place of knowing, and tend to act and take your next steps forward. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long-range or long-term developments, something that is far bigger than the immediate situation, issue, or moment of its importance. Although you will only have a dim sense of what possibility at best, the situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are and how you are being helped on the next stage of your path. Even though it may look like an obstacle right now, you are being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change or even temporary restrictions in the short term. If you can't see how the present can possibly become what you sense the future to be, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps are intended possible. You simply must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This oracle brings you specific guidance. It says that we are to stand and say, I feel the light of all that I am and will be unfolding from within me now. I feel the light of all that I am and will be unfolding with me now. I feel the light of all that I am and that will be unfolding within me now. Thank God that memory of once I read something, I never forget it. That comes into play when I could literally recite all of that to you guys right now. Numbers and reading, it's a gift for sure. I feel the light within me and all that will be unfolding now. The obstacle you are facing is temporary. You're about to be moved out of it. I love you guys. This is group number 1. If this is you, give me a thumbs up, say number 1. I am going to clean this up and gently move to pile number 2. Okay, you guys, now we're going to do group number 2. Group number 2 had this protective stone on it, and for some reason I brought down my illumination oil from upstairs because I actually felt like I needed energetic protection from this group, and I'm not sure why. Okay, so come to life, card number 43. Some of you could be a life path number 8, or you're dealing with a life path number 8. This was stuck to another card, okay? Or you're dealing with someone. Wow, you're dealing with someone that you see as an inspiration. You're looking on to this person. This person could be online. This person is painting You see she's got a paintbrush and she's painting the color back into her skin. And you see this person as just like a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of inspiration. Yet why do I feel reading this that I would need to protect myself against this energy looking on or looking up to this energy? And you see all the butterflies and the flowers and the bees, which stand for abundance. This person looks at this energy as really abundant and really smart, really creative. But I feel a thievery energy. This is card number 3. Someone could be a life path number 3. We also have 43. Someone could be a life path number 8. 4 and a 3 is an 8. Okay, we have legacy of light. So this is some past life stuff. Whenever you get the legacy of light card, it's past life stuff. So someone could be someone's child in a past life. Someone could have lost a child. They could have lost a little boy or a little girl. When I look at this card and I see this person here, and I see this beautiful, this kind of reminds me of the woman in pile number 1. She's like this beautiful, I don't want to say gatekeeper, but someone who has all these abundant ideas. It's like overflowing. I feel like this masculine does too, but not as much. And then I see this child. It's almost like, this is what I feel. I feel like we have a codependent female, card number 3, staring onto a woman. This could be a woman online, or it could even be a celebrity. It could be someone who gets a lot of attention. And she's in this codependent relationship, but in a past life, this person that sees this woman as an inspiration actually was the child to this couple. But why the attacks? I'm feeling attacks or someone wanting to end something or take something from someone. Why is that? Bringing it into form, card number 41, after the storm, card number 1. So the eclipse could have eclipsed something out, the eclipse in Scorpio. Collaborative dreaming, 28. There's an ending to that because someone's called someone out on their bullshit. I feel like if someone hasn't already, and I'm drawn to my protective stone over here that I usually wear around my neck, but I took it off. If someone hasn't called out this 3 energy already, and I'm getting for thievery or lies or stalking, or I'm getting emotional instability. Sorry, the video cut out there, all these retrograde things. If someone hasn't called out this number 3 energy already, I'm getting for stalking, for lies, for thievery. I'm also getting I'm hearing emotional instability, someone who's all over the board, someone who cries at the drop of a hat and is just totally unstable. I'm also getting someone who's very jealous. If someone hasn't called this energy out already, they're about to. But I almost get that 2 people are trying to push a feminine energy out of something. Could be out of a job, could be out of money, could be out of a home, it could be anything. They're like really getting off on like, let's do this and see if she sticks around. Let's do this. We have releasing alliances. Okay, there could have been something done in the past that wasn't of integrity. And I feel like a masculine energy is feeling really guilty about that. That's going to come to the light. Every journey starts with a single step. Okay, but then we have this feminine energy that's literally obsessed with whoever this woman is. She's watching her. I feel like she's watching her online. and we have her defend to the end the worthwhile. Okay, let me tell you guys something. If you feel like there's competition, like if you guys feel angry at a female, you think they're after your man, I assure you they're not. There's never any competition for a man. Real women don't do that. Men will compete for women, but women don't compete for men. And I'm almost feeling like I need to say, no one wants your man. Either someone already had your man and doesn't want it anymore or walked away from that, or they know the option's there and they don't want it. There's something, nobody wants your man, okay? And if your man were to walk, he's not your man. So there's some kind of unstable connection in a relationship. It doesn't have to be husband and wife. It could be two people living in the same home or something. If someone's preying on it, they want to be the main person, but they're not. And I feel like they took this emotional instability to someone else that's very inspiring. And they're putting it on them. But that's not the problem here. The problem is there's a man that either looks at his other options or has someone, there's something wrong with a couple, and they're continually attacking a woman for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Faith in the process. She feels she knows. Card number 22. Faith in the process was 32. So we could have a life path number 5, 3, 2, or 22. We have a life path number 22. I feel like this is a male with his eye on this number 9, who he thinks can't make up her mind about what she wants. Well, she doesn't want someone that doesn't take action. That's for sure. That's not a life path number 9's. Life path number 9's are extremely, they're like go-getter energy, usually manifesting generators. Shock of the new. Okay, something's going to end here. For some of you, it could be a living situation. For others of you, it could be a job. For others of you, it could be a relationship. And there's going to be a shock of the new. We see this star, the sunflowers, and the listening. So if you're listening in or trying to listen in to someone's conversations, to what they have, I almost get, I hear a masculine saying, don't watch that person, they're trash. But then I see someone watching this person in secret. So I see someone saying, don't watch that person, they're trash, they don't know what they're talking about, yet this person watches them. So that's going to resonate for someone. So something's going to end. And whatever ends is going to send two people in a downward spiral. Either two people were listening to someone for all their ideas, their creativity or something, and they don't have that option anymore because I feel like they could have been doing something illegal, or there's a housing situation that's going to end, maybe, you know, or a work situation that's going to end. And the shock of the new is there's going to be a situation where someone's going to wish they would have worked together with another person. I feel like something, because, yeah, they don't have the inner trust needed to trust their intuition. But it's going to be answered prayers for someone else. Unakite, I have a huge unakite next to my bed. It's actually the color of my dress. All of their great work has opened the door for divine solutions in support. And I feel like this person's about to step into the best part of their life. We have Lemuria in reverse. Sensitive emotions, times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So whoever I'm speaking to, this is a highly emotional person. And instead of tuning into their emotions and actually speaking their mind, let me give you a good example. I don't like people messing up my stuff, right? I don't like people putting their dirty feet on the carpet or on the couch, or I'm real picky like that. It would kind of be like if you had a garden and you don't want people to kill your plants. But instead of speaking, look, I'm afraid you're going to kill the plants, so I'm going to micromanage you. You just steamroll the person, right? And don't have a clear communication with them because you're intimidated as hell. That's back here. Or you're afraid they're going to take your husband or something, or what. And instead of having an honest conversation, you just do a bunch of hateful shit. That's what this looks like to me. It is. And we have Larimar, sensitive emotions, times of heightened emotion. So feel into your sensitivity. What do you need to say that you're not saying? You know, retrograde is not a time for contractual agreements or to negotiate anything. It's just not. And I've been negotiating things out of force, like I have to. And it feels so energetically uncomfortable for me because I know I should be waiting till retrograde is over to talk about anything. It just comes out as verbal diarrhea. But I feel in this situation, communication is needed because someone is judging someone. They're not saying what they feel. They're actually just judging the person. So ceremonies and celebrations, it is a time of important life passages for you. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to in this group has a lot of children, or at least one child. I feel two or more. This is in reverse. We have a lot of reversals in this deck. So a lot of words being unspoken, harboring resentment, judgmentalness. Ametrine, one of my favorite stones. This was in reverse. Balancing masculine and feminine energies. Someone's too masculine. They are. Someone could have a lot of Aries in their chart. You could have an Aries moon. You could have Aries rising, North Node, Jupiter, Venus. That would be not a good place to have Aries. Very controlling in love. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Okay, so someone's unconfident. There's someone else on the scene that they see as a threat, and so they're lashing out at this person. This masculine isn't doing shit about it. Basically, that's what we have here. They're feeling like they're trying to protect what is theirs, but in actuality, they're not trusting their inner guidance. They feel like they know everything. She feels she knows. They're going to be shocked with whatever new comes in, so that can't be too well, the shock of the new. I feel like someone is leaving a situation because they're done with the bullshit. I feel like this could be a business situation or a contractual situation or something with work or something, and someone doesn't want to deal with all the drama of someone being overly emotional, overly jealous, not being able to honor healthy boundaries. So we have healthy communication and relationships. Again, another card in reverse. Aqua Aura, heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood. Yes, someone's definitely going to send a very crystal clear communication, but I feel like two people want this. They want someone out. But why do I feel like this person being pushed out is about to like blow up? I just looked over at my book for some reason. And the symbol on my forehead on the book cover. I don't know what that means. I know what the symbol means. I know what this means. Because it has to do with my ancestry, my lineage. Huh. These people don't honor their lineage. Someone could have Native American blood in them. They don't even honor it. I also feel, I don't even know if this is a lineage. I feel hungry. Not literally hungry, like is Hungary is that a country? I don't even know. I'm also getting Germany. For some reason my nose is itching. Someone could be losing hair in the shower. That's for someone. Also, a child needs to get a job, I'm hearing. I feel like someone in a relationship is extremely combative. I feel like their hormones are 150% all over the board. I feel like they, like if Stable Mabel is here, they're over in left field. I feel like this person is just happy, sad, crying, mad. I also feel like we have someone that's passive aggressive. Someone that when you set a healthy boundary, they pout. Like I'm almost seeing someone walk home after an argument. I'm seeing someone walk home instead of getting in a car. Like someone really has issues here. Yet why is someone else being blamed for these issues? I'm noticing this feather. I got this feather in the yard. I love the feathers of the birds. Huh. Also drawn to the butterfly and the hummingbird on that card deck. Did someone set a healthy boundary with someone, either in a business? Was someone being hit on? Was someone being bothered too much, I'm hearing? Was someone, and they set a healthy boundary and now someone's like passive aggressive, they're like all or nothing. They want to be all up in someone's business, and if they don't have that as an option, they want to be done. There's something like that here. Someone needs to examine their emotional issues, because on the flip side of this is in reverse, calcite, busy times and multitasking in reverse. Yeah, someone's livelihood was being affected. Someone's business was being affected. Someone's work was being affected. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Yeah. So someone was making an excuse to be around someone all the time. Someone set a healthy boundary because their livelihood was being affected. We have wellness in reverse. Their health could have been being affected. The recovery of health and wellness are here. I'm turning this in the upright. Yeah, because I basically feel like someone could be telling someone to, F off because they were in their personal space too much. And we have over here, and I feel like this is this overly emotional person, again in reverse. I'm getting indigestion. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on keeping a positive mindset. Okay, it looks like Mother Teresa over here. Could have someone that's very religious. Someone could have a sick animal too. Just check on your animal. Lapis lazuli. Life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. I'm getting like Christian, Catholic. Someone could be dealing with a past life issue here, and they could be dealing with like a parent or something that has crossed over, or a child that they lost. I feel like for some of you lost a boy, or you lost like a few children. So, someone could be dealing with someone that's that's passed on, and because the person's reborn in a new body and they don't have an awareness of this, I feel like the person that's overly emotional is coming on to this person too strong. It could be coming on in a literal sense or coming on in an ethereal sense of like just bothering the shit out of a person. And I feel like someone has set a healthy boundary and someone's pouting about it. That's what this looks like to me. And for some reason, I feel the karmic scales are off balance. So let me tell you something about the karmic scales. So if this is a karmic scale, right? Say that someone's not getting paid in the workplace because someone wants to date them and they're turning them down. The scales would be off balance. Say someone has paid for a service and a person didn't deliver a service. The scales would be off balance. Say someone's paying to rent an office space and someone's hindering their ability to work. The scales would be off balance. Something's off balance here, and something's about to be cleared up. And what happens when something goes to spiritual court, not actual court, but spiritual court, if someone's being greedy in a situation, the divine has a way of taking whatever is taken from a person and actually taking it away from the people that took it from them, if that makes sense. So be careful with greed, because sometimes you'll lose more money. Rhodochrysonite, one of my favorite crystals, really good for the heart chakra. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Yeah, someone is trying to heal or recover. They've been trying, and someone keeps stopping that recovery. Either with bullshit, I'm seeing someone send text messages to someone's phone all the time, or I don't know if this is emails, or I feel like someone was poking someone and I feel like it was affecting their health, their work, their livelihood. Azurite, deep emotional healing. All of these cards were in reverse for this pile. So whoever this pile is, you need deep-rooted emotional healing, or, I mean, for some of you, and I never advise this, but even therapy or counseling. I don't advise it because I don't feel like many people actually follow through with what they're supposed to do. I also don't believe in meds, so, you know, be sure and find, is it a psychiatrist that deals in meds and a psychologist doesn't? Whichever one doesn't. Deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences. Yeah, you're willing to devote care and healing, therapeutic care and healing, to any situation that's right, but definitely not a situation where there's instability all around you. I also get a strong feeling of people watching another person. I also get a feeling of people speaking poorly about a person, talking shit behind their back, yet I feel like there's some kind of exchange of money. That's not okay. Periodot. Life lessons. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. So, you know, I got down on my hands and knees the other day and said a prayer about something I'm going through, and I gave it to God, and that's it, you know? You always know when is anyone ever right or wrong, but you always know when you are right in a situation, when you know people know about something, but they're not saying it, and there's kind of BS there. You always know. Okay, let's go on to pile 3. This beautiful brown stone. I love the smoothness of this stone. This feels heavy. Follow your own rhythm. Number 5. Listening for truth, 36. So you could be a life path number 3, 6, 5, or a 9. Okay, someone's being combative. They want to dress how they want to dress. They want to be who they want to be. They want to be their own person. They don't want to be mothered by a man or a woman. I'm getting, for some of you, this is a relationship where you could be going through your Saturn return, or you're finding yourself, and someone's holding on to you because they don't want you to be with anyone else, yet they're bored with you. And you're listening for truth, so you're listening to someone for truth. Could be even right now. The perfection of your life. This was in reverse, so this is fake social media stuff. This is two people acting like they're happy in love, but breaking dishes or screaming at each other. Or I feel arguing about money a lot. Arguing about someone not having their freedom. I also feel someone's really arrogant. Like they could be literally with someone for money. I get that a lot. whoever is with someone for money is trying to, I'm almost getting a vibe of someone seeing someone else who's a real badass and trying to emulate that badassery, right? Like, well, she did this, so I'm going to do this. I also see, and I don't know why, that someone has learned a life lesson. I see someone looking through someone's really old posts on like Facebook and trying to pull ideas from that. And that's ended. Relax the hold of darkness and be at calls. 26, 6, 7, 8. So this is, someone's a life path number 8. You could be a 6, a 3, a 5. We have 3 here twice. We have 8 here twice. And we have 9. Ugh, I feel tired if I'm a masculine. Like I feel wore out. Like I'm hearing you're too old for this. Like legit, you're too old for this. Someone could be going through erectile dysfunction. I have a female that is a client of mine that I can steer you towards if that is you. She does work in that area as far as like, you know, mental work. Someone could be 50s, late 40s, even 60s or approaching 60. We have 29. So life path number 9, life path number 2, or 11. Seeing the true you. Okay, 2 people did some shitty stuff and now they're upset that they did this shitty thing, and they're seeing the truth. They're seeing the truth about someone else. New birth, guarded vigilante. Some of you could be pregnant, or this is a birth of a new project. I feel like someone, this looks like the woman in the last reading that everybody was looking at. I feel like this person has birthed a new project because she kind of looks, I don't feel like she's of the age to give kids. Yeah, I get such a youthful vibe. I get someone that gets hit on by like 20-year-olds, but I feel like she's over the age of having kids or doesn't want kids, I'm hearing. New birth, guarded vigilante. They started a new project, or they're starting one in secret. I feel like they're guarded against this 11. So I don't know what, some of you could be a life path number 11. You could have 2 people could have the number making up the number of 11. That's always, even though it's a spiritual number, it's always a toxic number when it comes to love relationships. 29, 9 and a 2, seeing the true you. Yeah, they see something they've done, and they did it for money, because you see this couch this woman is sitting on is green. So they did something out of greed, and they're seeing what they've done. I feel like 2 people are seeing what they've done. I feel like for many of you, this was done a long time ago. For others of you, it could be new. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. 21. Restore and replenish. Yeah, someone just wanted to be at peace. They wanted their peace. But I feel like 2 people were obsessed with someone. I feel like this went on for years, you guys. It could have even been like, I'm seeing a lot of 10s, so it could have been 10 years or a decade. Seeing 8, 9, 10. I'm noticing the buttons in this card, the leaves, the seashells, and this woman curled up in a fetal position, and she's alone. And I think I'm actually going to leave this card out and read from the book. Be the hunter, not the hunted, number 8. Okay. So for the feminine in this, easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. I feel like whoever this is, you like really try to bust it. And I do feel like whoever this is, I do, and I have to say this, and we have Sapphire. Why did I almost say? I feel like whoever this is, you look older than you are. And I have to say that. I feel like, not that that's, you know, a bad thing, but I feel like if you're like 30, you look like you're 40. Or if you're 40, you look like you're 50. I feel, and I feel like whoever you're focused on, I almost get the vibe of someone being 10 years older than someone else, and they look 10 years younger than the person. Take it as you will. I'm sorry. Apatite, it's a stone. It says, don't compare yourself to others, progress, not perfection. So I get such a jealous feminine energy that's trying to work to compete with someone else. And I'm hearing there's no competing. I feel like this number 8 is trying to make someone feel better about themselves by building them up. This owl. But this person's ill, or they're not doing well health-wise. And I feel like whatever relationship they're in is ruining their health. I feel like this is a real free-spirited person. Someone could love to rollerblade, skateboard, ride their bike, something of that nature. Seeing something with a kite and stuff, but I feel like they are losing their health. And I feel like it's because someone's a taker. I'm drawn to the 3 and the 5. Definitely someone has a 5 life path number or a 3 who's watching. And whoever that is, they have control issues. We have control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that, okay, that others may control you. So if you're this feminine, you think this masculine's trying to control you. I think he is. I think he doesn't want you to have anyone else. He sees your growth and your potential, but he's trying to smother you. I feel like this masculine held on to someone else for an extended amount of time. I'm hearing years. It could have even been a decade. And whoever that person is had to learn how to do things in secret to make money because this masculine tried to interfere with their money. That's what I'm getting here. I also feel like whoever this is, they were in a relationship that this masculine tried to ruin, or someone tried to ruin. I hope it wasn't this feminine that's jealous of this woman. Here's what I get. I get an older feminine that's highly creative and very beautiful. 2 people that tried to target this woman that are feeling guilty right now. I feel like a masculine really feels guilty for partaking in something. Could have even been magic or spell work. Or it could have been just greed, people trying to make money off someone else. I feel like whatever this is about, there is a feminine still listening to another feminine in what she says, and a masculine saying, don't listen to that person, yet the masculine listens as well. It's all over here. The masculine's also still watching this feminine at a distance. This feminine had to restore and replenish themselves. I feel like this masculine started to try to repeat the pattern with this other feminine that's like running themselves into the ground trying to be like this person. I feel like this person doesn't even know these people exist. Like they know to be aware of them because they're an issue, but they don't even pay any attention to them because they're so toxic. This person knows this couple's toxicity. Then I feel like there's a fake for social media, the perfection in your life that came out in reverse, like made for TV relationship that 2 people are trying to hold up the facade of, that everybody sees through. And I feel like the only reason this masculine is with this feminine is to try to make this person jealous, but this person doesn't even look over there. What is this, you guys? Come on. I also feel like this feminine could be with someone on the DL, like for a very long time. And maybe they just kind of act single on social media. There's something about that as well. Restore and replenish. Or they're just super creative, super beautiful, super wisdom filled, and attract a lot of attention and don't have time to pay attention to bullshit. Forgiveness heals. So time to release repressed anger. I feel like there's a lot of jealousy towards this woman. And focus more on your health and happiness. Ready to love again. Okay, so is this over? Like I'm almost seeing like a couple going to a restaurant and arguing about what a feminine wears or something. I'm almost seeing like, then we have soda light in reverse. Okay, socializer join in. So this masculine's not joining in with anyone, or this feminine isn't. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. Give it to God. That was also in reverse. So it's time to take a deep breath. Maverick, stop. And on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and answers. Yeah, I feel like someone is with someone that became obsessed with someone else, or was always obsessed with them and was constantly trying to mold someone else into them, or get two people to compete, and there was no competition. There's never a competition when a woman leaves a man. If you are the second woman coming onto a scene and a woman has left a man, or even if he left her, whatever happened, there's never a competition for that. Women never look back. If they look back and go back, that's desperation. They either can't survive without the person, and for some reason I feel like someone wanted someone back. Someone went after someone. I feel like this was years ago. Someone had locked that door, and so in the interim, I'm drawn to protection. Someone's protected. This person tried to destroy this person's money from a distance because they didn't want them to have happiness. They almost wanted them to like miss their mark in life. That's what I'm getting from this. Unconventionality, Moldavite, your unique qualities are an important part of your life's purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others, so don't feel bad for being different, especially in creativity. Wow, replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Someone's not doing enough of this because this was in reverse. I also feel like we have a woman that wears a pants and the man that just follows around. Strong 5, 8, and 3. Also a 6. Strong 5, 3, and 8 though. This woman has snakes around her. So someone's got a low vibe energy. Someone actually could be a life path number 3. That's kind of the thief. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. There you go, Rubelite. So when we focus and we can transmute our pain, I coined this phrase, into creativity, we create from an honest, conscious, creative place. I just made a post about this the other day. Self-confidence through God's confidence. Tiger's eye. Holy shuckies. And this is what, I think this is a tiger's eye, am I right? And this is so wild that this is with this, and I did not plan that at all. I actually just shuffled the cards, pulled a certain amount of cards down for each, put the stone on top, so that's cool. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. This was in reverse. You don't have confidence in yourself, so you look outside of yourself to see what you should be doing. You've also had someone in your life that has been obsessed with someone else. Sorry. Probably time to step away from this, but I feel heavy codependency here. And that obsession with someone else made you obsessed with them as well, which is not healthy and it's sad. So there's something like that. I also feel like whoever they were obsessed with, they tried to ruin their life. And I feel like karmically, not one, but 2 people are paying heavily for that. I'm going to read Seeing the True You, 29, because this was that guilt and shame. People could have been doing magic. And there's going to be a lot of backlash for that. You know, our kids can carry that. Our kids can carry the karma. It's funny, I'm stuck on this receiving card, which came out in number 1. So maybe the feminine energy you're dealing with is in pile number 1. I'm getting an A on that. Also getting the word guide. Collaborative, oh no, that's the wrong one, hang on. I think the collaboration through this person through a different, at a distance is actually over, because I feel like they found out about something that had been going on. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will. It is just the mechanics of the situation. The moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of the sun from the moon, but not as much as through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are or all that you are becoming, because you believe too little of yourself. Those that are around you in close proximity are able to reflect you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness. These are souls blessed with inner, okay. If you're blessed with those in your life that can show you the beauty within, wonderful. I do feel like you guys have someone, like, I feel like someone's kind of kissing butt right now because they were focused on someone else for so long. How you feel about yourself is important. I get the vibe of two people sitting down and watching someone and almost like making fun of them, like a comedy show. I feel like they get really negative karma for that as well. Yeah, I feel like we have a couple who has created like 10 to 15 years of karmic debt, and we have a woman that is free. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of payback for what was done. And I feel like this woman doesn't have to do anything. I also feel like we have a very insecure, jealous, hateful, controlling woman trying to bust out and be rebellious towards a masculine that is in this kind of kiss-ass energy. And it's just a pathetic, codependent cesspool. I'm sorry if you picked pile number 3. I'm glad I didn't pick a pile today. I love you guys. Do the work. Do the work. I feel like someone hates when I say that. I got the vibe. Whoever this pile is for, they don't like that phrase or something. You got to do the work. When you don't do the work, yeah, someone really watches someone. That's so sad, to live a life obsessed with someone else. I'm sorry. I hope these readings resonated with you. Visit AndreaCox.com. Sign up for my newsletter. We have a retreat in October. The intuitive life coaching is really doing well. That is in the drop-down menu. And also the wellness coaching is doing really well. There's a wait list for both, but you can sign up there. Private readings I haven't been taking. But instead of going to the Detox Intuitive, you can just now book on AndreaCox.com. All links are in the description box. Be well.